Uh, Gridman Delta asking if Thief is bad news. Thief is probably the weakest class, in my opinion. It has the lowest of the physical attack power of the primary melees, and when it comes to spells, you only get level 1 to 4 black magic, so a little bit rough when it comes to the damage dealing potential. The Thief's real big shine is that they allow you to run from battles really easily, but in a Chaos Rush, we're more focused on trying to grind out a lot of damage quickly.
Looks like we have katanas for sale. And a wizard staff and Cure 4 at level 1.
Alright, Sarnarath giving us a look at the King's item, the Canoe, this time around from the King.
Ice 2 and Fire 2 or Black Magic level 1.
Alright, Lady Starstream, gonna go punch Astos.
Astos?
Sorry, not Astos,
Garland?
Garland. But not before some Starias have their way with her. That was a rough punch. And Lady Starscream says, no thanks, I'm gonna change my mind. Sarnarath has found a silver sword, unfortunately does not have a party member to actually be able to equip it. So, gonna go do some more chest checking as Sarda hands over the cube this Zenobian asking in chat, are key items not bonus EXP? Yes, key items are in fact bonus EXP. Every key item that our owners pick up is going to be 20% extra EXP and gold, so if Tyrannix did reset out of that, I am a little bit surprised. Ooh, level 2 Fade. Okay, so this is a much nicer seed for our White Mage. Gonna actually be able to do some damage very quickly. And Ice 3 at level 2 Black Magic, so once the Thief promotes to a Ninja, if we find the tail, we will have some good AoE sweepers.
Sonny Wrath found a Mage Staff. Gonna take on Garland with that. Ooh. Fortunately, the Black Belt takes a nap. Oh, we got the Crown of the Circle of Sages.
Crown from the Sages is a really nice pickup. That's going to be a bunch of extra EXP and gold for our runners. Yeah, unfortunately, a level 1 Black Belt just does not have much in the way of durability. 33 HP and 1 Absorb does not go very far. Finds a silver armor in the Cardia chest, but we don't have anybody to equip that just yet, so... Oh, he's rechecking the chest in the Cardia Isles. Looks like he didn't save after those.
And Tyrannix is gonna get some levels on some imps, it looks like.
Lady Starstream doing a little bit of a dangerous dive into Volcano at level 1. Trying to dig out the Volcano Armory. Fortunately, does have Cure 4 to be able to heal back up. Finds a couple thousand gold. And a ribbon.
And a ribbon.
That's a great pickup.
Gold bracelet, too.
Alright, Tyrannix going up and gonna try and... Well, we're gonna open these Temple of Fiends chests first.
Cheesinator up in Gaia finding the bottle.
Well, that's appropriate.
So the shopkeeper up there captured the tiny fairy and just selling them.
Cheesinator going to free our tiny friend and get the Oxyel out of the well, though. Alright, Lady Starscream, we might be seeing a pirate punching time here. Gonna move that black belt to the back of the party. Get as many punches as we can. Looks like the thief actually has a weapon, so able to actually damage these pirates. Tyrannix trying to keep the party alive. Oh, Tyrannex landed the wizard staff on Garland. Garland is punching himself as the BB and Thief are punching and swinging swords.
Yeah, Garland has pretty low MDEF. That's going to work a lot of the time. It's just as much fun to do the same thing to the pirates.
Yeah, I've definitely employed confused strats on the pirates to clear that fight out myself. Works pretty well.
Yeah, I find it very amusing that when they hit you, they do like 4 damage, but because the confused cast fire 1, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're doing like 40 damage to themselves.
Yeah, behind the scenes, if an enemy is confused, it casts fire on a random enemy, and so they will actually do a lot more damage themselves casting fire than if you were punching them at that level. So Leggy gets through the pirates, Tyrannex gets through the Garland fight, starting to pick up some key items. And Sonirath has managed to pick up a couple of levels before fighting these pirates, so the Fade comes out and makes this job way easier. Tyrannex with a dead Thief right now. Maybe looking to do some two-man strats to try and go a little bit faster and catch back up on these points.
I think you meant Sonirath. Tyrannix's Thief is up.
I did mean Sonirath. Thank you. Keeping me out.
I was just really confused.
Alright, so we're starting to get a couple of levels and key items under our belt. Our runners are all going to have Fade. And I imagine we're all going to be going to kill Astos pretty soon, since that's a whole lot of extra EXP.
We got houses for 455. That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, anytime you see houses, heck, even below 1,000, I'm very happy. So 455 is a great price.
Yeah, I think I'd be buying and investing in houses and waiting for the next seed when the housing market goes up. Sell it, make a ton of money.
Seems like a sound strategy if you're an economist, but we're light warriors. We're going to be using those houses and restoring our spell charges.
Accounting isn't one of the classes we can choose?
Mathematician wasn't added until much later.
Ah. That's tactics, right?
Yeah, tactics, the first instance of the calculator class.
It's a really good game. I think there's a randomizer for it, too.
Draw says more like life warriors, am I right? Yes. Game Boy F9 in chat, confirming your suspicions about the Final Fantasy Tactics Randomizer, and I might have to check that out myself. I was not aware.
Yeah, I've played it once or twice. I don't remember enough about the vanilla game to truly enjoy it.
Fair enough, but we don't have time for that. We've got some grinding to do. We have to go punch some fiends, and in order to do that, we got to gain some levels, so we are going to see where we can find some XP today.
Sonirath has found ribbons in Elfland for 3,000 gold. Unless that was him trying to sell his inventory. Maybe I misread that. Nope, definitely for sale.
Wow, black shirts, ribbons, and pro rings, all at a very low price, so that is a great armor shop for our runners.
We've got heal 3 at level 3 white magic. That's going to be very helpful in your grind.
Ooh, and mage staff and defense purchasable in the Elfland weapon shop. So that is a really, really nice town for our run. Please Starscream find some mummies and whiz mummies, and we're gonna fade them for some XP.
And Sonny Wrath finds the tail in locked Corneria. Be interesting to see if he decides to turn that in, or he's fine with the thief the way he is. I mean, we've got ribbons, so it's not like you necessarily need the MDef.
We do have ribbons, but it looks like Sonny Wrath is also going for the two-man strategy, has not revived the thief, so I would not be surprised if that tail just sits in the inventory as an extra EXP and gold booster. We find a white shirt in the Elfland Armory. Nice pickup for Leggy Starscream.
We've got Manticores here in Northwest Castle. Not bad to get some early levels.
Yeah, Manticores are a pretty nice fight. They don't tend to have that many HPs, so I could definitely see this one getting yourself up to level 20.
Looks like they've got over 210 HP. But this might be time to look somewhere else. But Sonny gets by with just the White Mage and gets almost a level 21 on the White Mage. And finds a lonely sandworm.
Sandworms are nice, but they tend to start running away once you get to decent levels, so...
Yeah, but if you have a dead party member, you can put your low-level dead party member at the front and they won't run away anymore. So if you're gonna do a solo grind or a two-man grind, it can be really effective.
That is an excellent point, and a strategy I had not considered. Again, Wappy proving why he's in the Grand Finals, and I am knocked out of the tournament.
What I don't know is if you put the Bicky pirate character up in front, I assume that would still work. So I guess in this you'd always have a level 1.
Yeah, I believe behind the scenes they count as a level 1 character, so that should theoretically work. Unfortunately, a low-level party member up front also means you are much more susceptible to ambushes, so definitely something to consider.
Yeah, so only do that strategy if you're going into something like the Sandworm, something you know can only come in a pack of 2 or 1. Yeah, so if you're gonna come into 4, maybe don't do it. Ooh, Tyrannex finding green Medusas. I don't know if that was a tile or a random encounter.
I'm not sure, but either way, that is a great pack to fight for some XP. 14 hits, that was a lot of damage, though.
Yeah, I don't think his black belt has any armor on.
Yeah, I'm sure Tyrannex is going to be pretty happy to get this fight for the levels under his belt, and it was on a tile.
Tyrannex is going to go revive that black belt and come right back.
Yeah, that is not something I would pass up. As soon as you see a fight like the Garmedusas or weak Gasties, Fire or Red D's, there's really a good number of great tiles that you can take, and that's really high up there on the list. Tyrannex also saw the mage staves available here for sale in the weapon shop, so you could definitely pick up some mage staves and do some really good AoE damage with both the thief and the black.
He's already got 1 mage staff, so he's halfway there.
Lead Starscream sticking to the Sandworm fight here. Cheese Knitter taking a couple more of these Manticores. Sonny Wrath now coming over to check the Earth trap tiles. Sonny has brought that thief back up. So it looks like he wanted to maybe prioritize getting some extra EXP on other characters first, but now the Thief is back in action.
I think once you find something like a white shirt or something along those lines, you're going to want to get some levels on that Thief. Otherwise, you can't really use the white shirt for more than a turn, and you're going to need more than one stack of that. So this makes a lot of sense.
Alright, so Sawny Wrath has found the Mud Goals and Rock Goals, taking some great levels for his characters. Level 28 on the White Mage, and 15 already on that Thief that he just brought back up. Meanwhile, Tyrannex just cranking out the XP.
Yeah, there's not a lot of better experience tiles than low HP Medusas, and he keeps getting lucky with having 7, because this can be as low as 4.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit of variance that you can get on this tile, but finding 7 of them is very, very lucrative.
Meanwhile, Cheesinator just hit level 32, which it's interesting to see if he's going to go now or if he's going to go to 42.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if some of our runners try it at 32. I also don't blame anybody for trying to go to 42 after that last boss that we did.
Yeah, I usually, if I'm only going to bring 2 party members, I usually will err on the side of caution and go to 42. But looks like he's gearing up and he's going to give it a go.
Yeah, I definitely think if you were doing a 2-man grind, grinding straight to 42 is the way to go. Tyrannex has found opal bracelets for sale here in Melman, so really good armor situation with the opal bracelets, the pro rings, and the ribbons. Quite a bit of absorb for his light ward.
Oh, finding life 2 at level 5.
Life 2 is a nice pickup, and it looks like his White Mage learnable, so gonna be pretty nice. Tyrannex leaving that Thief Dan for this 2-man grind, gonna just prioritize getting the levels on the characters that he wants. Another 7-pack for Tyrannex, huge EXP, and Leggy Starscream has entered Temple of Fiends Revisited. Gonna give this a go.
Not sure what level she is. Black Belt doesn't look like the HP of a Black Belt with level 32.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. We saw 4 hits and 6 hits, so definitely past the 21 breakpoint, but I'm not convinced that we're at the 32 break.
Wow! 757 damage from Kraken. Proving once again that Kraken likes to hug.
Kraken does like to hug, and Kraken hugs are definitely something to be feared. Got a couple of white shirt stacks out now, but 2 hits still come through. 6 hits for 472 damage. Good damage, but Kraken's still alive. White Mage lives through another punch, and White Mage is going to live to restore the party HP. And now that Black Belt is at level 32. Okay. So we are...
Cheesinator has joined and is taking on Lich.
Alright, I saw Cheesinator punch out Garland, and it looks like he already did have the level 32 breakpoint. Indeed he does, as we now get confirmation.
Looks like everybody is just about to make their dives. Sonny is on his way in, and Tyrannex is buying some more equipment and heading that way.
And we have
And
the
we
Fun Dead today. As Lady
That mage
Starscream's our
staff.
first to take a look.
Those mage staffs could come in huge right here.
Yeah, looks like the Phantoms have over 300 HP, so they're fairly beefy. Crack comes out. Doesn't get any of the Light Warriors, so we're still in business. Gonna go with more White Shirt, more Fade. Gonna try and punch these Phantoms, spreading out the damage. Gonna try and take them down all at once. Another Fade comes through and not get the job done. These are beefy Phantoms.
And nuclear. Oh, this is gonna be a minute.
Uh-oh. These Starscream has not reset. I think we're trying to figure out what HP these Phantoms have. Gets a big hit and one of the Phantoms goes down.
Meanwhile, on Cheesinator's
Trying to
screen,
bank
he's
on the-
also pulled the final boss, and he's doing complete evasion. He's got defense stacks and white shirt stacks going. And Tyrannex is also on the final boss.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense trying to stack these evade charges as fast as possible. Black Belt's going to start trying to punch people while the other characters start. Well, the Thief's keeping up the evade, and the White Mage is going to start throwing out the fades. So, oh no, we're going to pure offense. Mage Staff. Tyrannex has 2 Phantoms down. Making good headway on this fight. Cure 4 coming out to keep people alive. Using the Thief as an evasion tank.
Cheesinator, meanwhile, is taking out one Lich.
You know, these Liches do have nuclear, as Tyrannex finds the bad news.
Oh, the Fire 3 poor turn order on Cheesinator's screen. Couldn't get his fade off.
Looks like Cheese has managed to stack a good amount of defense. We're going to try and punch down the rest of these Phantoms. Tyrannex is trying to punch down Lich.
And Tyrannex takes a reset. And that's one Phantom.
Alright, we're switching over to Mage Staff strats, trying to take them out all at once. Sarnirath, meanwhile, has made his way to the Lich Phantom fight.
He's down to 2.
Just 2 left, we're going to punch him out. 8 hits for 622, down goes one of them. And 8 hits for 463, down
GG.
goes the other. 23-14 for Cheesinator, first place.
Just a reminder, there will be a break after this one. So,
Yep, between these, this seed and the next seed, we're going to give our runners a little bit of a break to catch their breath and kind of reset. Don't want our runners to get too fatigued because seed fatigue is a real thing. We've already seen it play into these races when we were doing 3. And with doing 4, we definitely wanted to keep our runners in mind. Oh, some nasty critical hits from the Phantoms, and down goes Sonirath. But during that break, we will still be here casting, so don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about these runners' journey and how they got. As we are now joined in chat by Cheesinator. Howdy. Great job so far, Cheese, on a 2nd place and 1st place finish. Good job. Tyrannex trying to work his way down on this alternate final boss. He's got 1 Lich down. Switching over to the offensive strategies. Punches out the 2nd Lich. No more worry of nuclear. Mage Staff coming out for the AoE damage. Fade coming out. Has one Phantom down. And it is pure offense mode. Time to get the job done. Fades and punches and Mage stabs his way through. And that is it for Tyrannex. 25-18, second place finish. Yeah, Tyrannex and Cheesenate are pulling away a little bit of a lead. But definitely don't count anybody out. We've got 2 more races to go. And anything can happen in Chaos Rush. Got Leggy Starscream and Sarnia Wrath trying to work their way through the Lich and Phantoms, and Sarnia Wrath resets. Not sure entirely what the reset was for, but he's back out. The Starscream down to just 2 Phantoms now. Throwing out a Fade and another punch. Thief gets booped, but Boop gets one of the Phantoms.
And gets a free turn with a crack going off. And GG Leggy Starscream with a SRL time of 26:51.